Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've done a video. Figured I'd get on tonight and go ahead and do another worm video for you guys on breeding and everything, show you how it's been going and everything. So I have gone from one container to actually 5 containers now. And of course I have a lot more sugar gliders, as my sugar gliders are now breeding and doing pretty well. So I'm going to show you guys, 5 months ago I had one container and about 300 beetles, and had all my beetles and all my worms in one container, and now that is not the case. So let's go ahead and get started. By the way, guys, I'm Nicole, and my channel is Unfamous Gator Girl. And if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button, and I will be doing more videos. I know I've been slacking for about 5 months now, but I will start doing more videos and stuff on different topics and everything to let you guys, enjoy. So let's get started now. All right, so like I said, I went from one container to 5, and I'll go ahead and start off with showing you one of my containers of my beetles. And as you can see, there are beetles. You guys ready? Look at that. You can't even see anything. It's so black. So there is, I'm not even going to try to guess how many beetles are in here. But this is not my only container, like I said. There are a few worms in here too. There might be a couple there might be a couple full grown, but for the most part, they are not full grown, because this is like my egg container and my baby, worm container. So yeah, as you can see, my carrots are in here. Let's flip that guy over. I don't like touching them. Matter of fact, I normally don't. There's eggs probably all over these, but I don't really look for my eggs anymore because of the fact that I have so many worms. It's ridiculous. So there's, as you can see, some worms in there. That one's full grown. And then I'm sure there's baby worms that we cannot see. Some more beetles. He looks like he's not faring too well. A little slow on the slow side there. So that is one of my containers, and my substrate is very thin on that one just because I'm using it as a breeding container. And I don't really have a whole lot of worms, as I went through and cleared my worms out of this one not too long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, and put them in my big worm container. So let's move over here. This is my other beetle container. As you can see, there's a whole bunch in there. And I'm going to actually probably transfer these over here to this one. There's a couple more. None in that one. None in that one. There's a big worm. He's full size. There's some more beetles eating on a carrot. So, as you can see, I am not hurting for beetles. They're pretty easy to get and everything. So there's a few dead ones in there. That one's dead. Because I don't really go through my worm containers and my beetle containers that often. I just let them do their thing and just give them food as they run out. And I leave all this cardboard in there because, as you can see, there's a worm right there. They lay their eggs on all this cardboard. And also the worms crawl all over it. The beetles crawl all over it. And I like to not have my beetles and my worms all down in my substrate. Just because of the fact of I don't really know if they will eat the babies. But I like to not take my chances. So that's my other beetle container. And there's some worms in there, as you can see, you know, one here and there. Probably a bunch of babies we can't see because they've been breeding in there for a few weeks now. See my worms? That's some of them. This was pretty much my somewhat baby container for my worms. And then I have 2 other worm containers also that have more full-grown worms in them. So there's that patch that I just showed you right there. They're pretty much gone now. And then there's some over here. As you can see, I'm not hurting for worms by the slightest. They're everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. You can see the substrate moving around right there. They're all in it. And I don't know if y'all can hear it, but they're crawling. So there's a bunch of them. All right, so that is my 1 container of worms. Now I will show you another container. That guy right there, he's full grown. Here's one. One on there. That one's trying to turn into a pupae, to turn into a beetle. They will do that if they don't constantly touch each other. But as you can see, there's some worms in there. Some more. There's quite a few in here. A little, well, I just got rid of them on accident. There's a little tiny one right there, if you can see him. He's not really tiny, because when they first start out, you can't really see them. But there's that one. And then there's this one. This is my full-grown worms for the most part. As you can see, they're all some right there. There's some more. There's a bunch of carrots in there they've been eating on. There's some more. There's a few little ones, you know. It's kind of hard to keep them separated. And there's a bunch. I've got worms all over the place. I used to sell them locally, but I haven't put up any ads lately. Just been kind of lazy. But I do still use them for my sugar gliders. There's a bunch. But as you can see, like, I've got thousands of worms. And I probably should get back to selling them because I'm kind of overran with them. As you can tell. But they don't really bug me, you know. They just stay in their containers. They get carrots probably about every week and a half or so. And yeah, so that's my worms and my beetles now. And it's come a long way since I had been on here last time and showed you guys, as you can tell. But just wanted to kind of do an update and show you guys, you know, how well everything's going. I do have a few worms or beetles in the making also. Probably about 17 or so. Not that I need them, but I like to keep them going because every once in a while the beetles will start to die off, you know. And I just keep a constant going at it and always keep beetles on hand. You know, if you're in Central Florida, like, you know, like central area, like Orlando, Tampa, Polk County. I'm in Polk County. But if you're looking for any beetles or worms, then you can definitely contact me, and I have tons of them that I would be willing to come off of. I am not going to ship just because I don't really get into all that. I also have sugar glider babies for sale that are completely hand tamed. They're handled every day since birth. I have all kinds of colors. So if you're interested in buying a sugar glider, they also do have lineage if you would like breeding rights. If not, that's fine. They're cheaper without. So you guys can, you know, hit me up if you would like some sugar gliders or beetles or worms, and I can give you the rundown on how to breed your own and everything, or you can look at my videos. All right, guys. Well, I'm Nicole. I'm going to sign off now, and I hope you have a great night. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll be putting out more videos. Bye, guys.